Hey, what's up guys? This is Blake from Kiteboarding, and today we're going to be going over a low nuke grab down loop transition. This is part of our transition playlist that we filmed in Dakhla, Morocco with the North International Sales Meeting, where we got to try out all the new gear for the first time. And this is a really fun one. Last week we taught you how to do a sent nuke grab transition, whereas this one is going to be low nuke grab. So if you haven't already learned the nuke grab, I would recommend watching that video, learning how to do that first. And then this is just a really nice way to add on to your nuke grab, is just carving to toe side and down looping the kite, pulling you into that transition. So this is a super fun playlist that we're doing where every time you make a transition, you're going to be doing a trick. So we have a big list of tricks for you, and every time you're making turns now, in between your regular tricks, you'll be able to do a trick as well, rather than just doing a regular back and forth transition. Alright guys, so we write all these videos out for you in great detail, and we're trying to make them a little bit shorter, so that way you can watch it over and over and get it into your head, other than having a really long playlist. But we do write these all down in great detail in the eye icon, and we have it in our written blog, so don't forget to check that out. Download it as a PDF file on your phone, and you can have that and just check it real quick before you go out for a session. So first, before we get into the transition, you're going to want to know how to do a nuke grab. So on our last video, we already went over how to do the nuke. The difference between these tricks is pretty similar from the last one we did, where it's a sent nuke grab, whereas this one's a powered nuke grab. So the sent one, you're going to be having a lot more time in the air. You can really tweak it and hold it, and it's just a little bit more mellow. Whereas this one, you're going in, you're using all of your speed to get that pop. You're keeping the kite low at a 45-degree angle and using all of your pop and speed to do the trick, and then landing hot, coming around and carving the other direction. You're going to really want to have a good pop, have that dialed in, get the nuke grab down, and you're going to want to twist. The biggest key with this is you're going to want to twist away from your bar, looking back in order to grab that nuke. So you're actually going to be looking back, your back facing the kite. So this one is really cool because it's actually pulling you forward really hard, and it's more of like a snowboarding, skateboarding, really powered trick, and it just pulls you in that momentum with your kite down looping, pulling you into the landing. You can really carve out, make a really nice powered, fun transition going the other direction. Full speed, really aggressive. You can drag your hand as you come around because you're taking that backhand off of the bar. Alright, so for this trick, the second thing we're going to want to go over is really, you can flick the kite up to get a little bit of extra pop, but you can find some piece of chop, a little wave, or if you're doing it off of flat water, what you can do is you can flick the kite up as you're doing that pop to just get you a little bit more height. So then as you grab the kite, then you're going to want the kite to go into that down loop. So it's really pulling you down, tweaking that nuke grab out, and then pulling you hot into the landing. So with this trick, you can flick the kite up, but you really want to make sure to pull back down hard on your front hand so that it gets that horizontal pull, where you can tweak it and try and really just poke that back foot out as you're nuking it. So the front knee to your chest, twisting, grabbing the nose of the board, and you can just try and throw your feet, your back foot poked out as high over your head as you can. And then as you're coming down and swinging into it, that's when you're going to pull in your front hand and loop the kite, the down loop, which will then pull you hot into your landing, where you can then let go, stomp the landing, and then carve into the other direction. We've done nukes before, but that was going in the same direction, where you're having to twist back and then twist all the way around to then go in the same direction. Whereas this one, it actually helps you if you tweak it out and hold the nuke extra hard, so you can really spin it around, with your back to the kite, because you're actually going to be landing flat and then going in the other direction. So with this nuke, it allows you to really open up and do an extra rotation or extra little spin off axis. So then it'll pull you down and into the opposite direction. So what's really cool about making the nuke grab a transition is that since you're going the other way, you can almost tweak it out, like over tweak it out to where it's almost like you're going into a blind landing where you're spinning around. And since such powerful redirection of the kite pulling in this way, be much more easy to recover from that. So it's fun, it's easy, you can really mess around with it, tweaking it out differently, and then like shifting it back. So it's a really cool feeling trick. And then that down loop will just swing you around and pull you into your landing. So the biggest thing with this one is that as it's pulling you into that hot landing, to really make sure to have that front knee to your chest and be ready to swing around with it and just stomp down on your landing as it pulls you in the other direction. You really don't want to ever land on an edge as you're doing this, because if you do that edge, if you land on an edge, it's going to be pulling you so much movement across the wind window that you're going to catch it and go over. So always make sure with this trick to land flat, your board facing downwind, and just ride away, follow the kite, and that's it. So again, we're trying to keep these videos a little shorter. So don't forget to click the eye icon in the top corner of your screen where we have a written blog with very detailed steps of this whole trick. We're trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter for you. So don't forget to download that PDF. You can have it on your phone. You can check it before you go out for a session. New for this year is that we're going to be hosting kiteboarding camps around the world and in different locations. Next week we're actually going to Egypt for 2 different trips. So if you're interested in any of that, I left my contact information in the blog so you can reach out to me for further details. And that's it. We hope to get out riding with you guys and see you on the water. So stay tuned for more. Give us a thumbs up if you like them. Don't forget to click that eye icon, and we'll see you next week.